The buzz around the Nikon Zfc II is gaining serious momentum, and for good reason. According to several trusted sources, Nikon is preparing to launch a successor to the beloved Nikon Zfc, and it's shaping up to be a significant leap forward in both design and performance. The original Zfc made a strong impression when it debuted, combining a nostalgic design inspired by the iconic Nikon FM2 with modern mirrorless technology. But now, the rumored Nikon Zfc II promises to take everything users loved and enhance it across the board. From sensor and processor improvements to better autofocus and even video-centric features. Expected to launch sometime in mid to late 2025, the Nikon Zfc II appears to align with Nikon's typical product refresh cycle, which runs every 2 to 3 years. But this upcoming model isn't just about minor refinements. Based on the leaks, Nikon is directly addressing some of the original Zfc's biggest limitations, all while preserving the beautiful retro design that made it stand out in a crowded mirrorless market. One of the most talked about upgrades in the Nikon Zfc II is its sensor. While the original featured a 20.9 megapixel DX format CMOS sensor, the Zfc II is rumored to come with a higher resolution 24.5 megapixel DX format sensor. This bump in resolution should translate into noticeably better image quality, particularly for photographers who focus on fine detail, whether in landscapes, portraits, or still life photography. It also brings the Zfc II in line with other APS-C offerings that have pushed past the 24MP mark in recent years. But the sensor isn't the only major improvement. Equally significant is the expected upgrade to the X-Speed 7 image processor, a step up from the X-Speed 6 found in the original. This change is expected to offer faster startup times, quicker image processing, improved buffering performance, and better overall responsiveness. Combined with the new sensor, this processor should also boost low-light capabilities, with a rumored native ISO range of 100 to 51-200, expandable even further for extreme conditions. This could be a welcome improvement for photographers who frequently shoot in dim environments. Autofocus performance is another area where the Nikon Zfc II looks poised to make huge strides. The original model's 209-point hybrid AF system was decent but didn't quite match up to higher-end models, especially in challenging tracking situations. Now, reports suggest that the Zfc II will feature a much more robust 273-point autofocus system with significantly enhanced subject tracking and eye detection. This technology is rumored to be borrowed from Nikon's higher-tier cameras like the Z7 II, meaning users could expect far more reliable performance when photographing people, animals, or fast-moving subjects. One of the most exciting features reportedly coming to the Nikon Zfc II is the inclusion of in-body image stabilization, IBIS, a feature entirely absent in the original. If true, this would be a game-changer for handheld shooting, particularly in low-light environments or when using legacy manual focus lenses. The Zfc II is expected to include a 5-axis IBIS system, putting it on par with competitors like the Fujifilm X-T5 and adding tremendous value for photographers and videographers alike. Speaking of video, Nikon appears to be giving the Zfc II a serious upgrade in this department as well. The original Zfc supported 4K video at up to 30 frames per second, but the upcoming model is rumored to boost that to 4K at 60 FPS, and importantly, using the full width of the sensor. This eliminates the crop factor that can be a headache for vloggers and filmmakers. Even more impressive are the rumors of internal 10-bit video recording with support for Nikon's N-Log and HLG, hybrid log gamma, color profiles. These features would open up professional-grade color grading possibilities and provide serious video capabilities in a stylish, compact form factor. The Nikon Zfc II's electronic viewfinder, EVF, is also reportedly receiving an upgrade. While not a massive overhaul, sources suggest a better refresh rate and increased brightness, which would create a more fluid and natural viewing experience, especially helpful when tracking movement or shooting in bright daylight. Additionally, the fully articulating rear LCD is said to be increasing in size from 3 inches to 3.2 inches, with resolution going up from 1.04 million to 1.3 million dots. These improvements should translate to a sharper, more responsive display that's ideal for both composing shots and navigating menus. On the design front, Nikon seems intent on staying true to the aesthetic that made the original ZFC such a hit. The Zfc II is expected to retain its retro-inspired styling, complete with dedicated control dials for shutter speed, ISO, and exposure compensation. However, the body might be slightly larger, likely to accommodate the new IBIS system. But this increase in size will reportedly come with improved weather sealing, making the Zfc II more durable and better suited for shooting in challenging environments. There's also chatter about expanded customization options. While the original ZFC launched with a silver finish and a few limited edition colorways like mint green, coral pink, and amber brown, the Nikon Zfc II is rumored to offer a wider variety of color options at launch. This would make it easier for users to personalize their camera without having to hunt for rare special editions later on. Connectivity is another area where the Zfc II is expected to improve. While the first generation model included USB-C, HDMI, and microphone input ports, along with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, the successor may upgrade to Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.2. These enhancements would result in faster file transfers and more stable remote control capabilities via Nikon's smartphone app. Even better, some leaks suggest the addition of a headphone jack, which has been a much requested feature by video creators needing real-time audio monitoring. Battery life was one of the few criticisms aimed at the original Nikon ZFC, which managed around 300 shots per charge. Fortunately, Nikon seems to be addressing this, as the Zfc II is rumored to support around 400 shots per charge. This improvement could be attributed to the more power-efficient X-Speed 7 processor and possibly a slightly larger battery. The camera's continuous shooting capabilities are also seeing a minor but useful upgrade. The original ZFC could shoot at up to 11 frames per second with full autofocus and exposure tracking. In short, the Nikon Zfc II is shaping up to be an impressive and well-rounded camera that blends style with substance. Whether you're a street photographer, a vlogger, or someone who simply loves beautiful design paired with serious imaging power, the Nikon Zfc II might just be worth the wait.